What do you consider a real friend?
A real friend for me is someone who knows you completely, who knows all of your personalities, all of your tics, all the stuff that's annoying about you, and they still love you anyway. They're still your friend anyway. They'll still fight for you in the club. Like, these are the people that have just known you through a lot of different stages in your life, and we're still friends. And that's what means the most to me as far as friendship goes.
What are you afraid of most?
Probably not finding my purpose or not fulfilling it.
Lastly, what is your favorite Beyonce track on Lemonade?
It would have to be, hold up, they don't love you like I love you. Slow down, they don't love you like I love you.
What do you consider a real friend?
So to me, a real friend is more so, I have a hard time trying to figure out a real friend, because I feel like when I have friends, they're more so family more than anything. So it's just like how I consider a family member. So it has to be someone that's real thorough, is always truthful, someone I can always have that trust in it, never have to question or doubt that they don't have my back. Someone that's very supportive no matter what I do, no matter if I fail, no matter if I'm successful at it. So that's what I consider a real friend.
What are you afraid of most?
Not trying.
And what's your favorite Beyonce track on Lemonade?
So far, my favorite track on Beyonce Lemonade is Hold Up.
We have 2 for Hold Up. Patty likes Hold Up too. That's good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, what do you consider a real friend?
To me, I consider a real friend someone that knows you, someone that you can just be yourself around. Someone like through the ups and downs, they know you regardless. Y'all can pick up where y'all left off if y'all don't keep in touch on a daily basis. And someone that just really got your back.
What are you afraid of most?
Afraid of most? Okay, so maybe like last year I would have answered differently. I would have told you I was afraid of being alone. But now I feel like I'm afraid of, let me say, not being successful.
And what's your favorite track on Lemonade?
My favorite track on Lemonade would have to be Sorry. Because I'm really like into that sorry not sorry feel right now.
Are you a part of the Beehive?
Yes, I am.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, thank you. What do you consider a real friend?
What I consider a real friend is somebody I can definitely depend on and trust. I basically think I want to be able to call you, confide in you, but get an honest and real opinion or reaction to what I'm telling you. And sometimes you need a good check from your real friends. Like, you need to be able to say, like, I'm not okay with those decisions. Like, everyone wants these friends that are like, oh, we don't judge each other, but to be honest, like, you need someone to kind of tell you what's good with you. So that's what I would consider a real friend.
What are you afraid of most?
I think my biggest fear at the old age of 29 is basically like not hitting all my personal goals. I have a crazy fear of not being successful and successful by my own terms, and that's something I battle with like constantly. Also, I have a fear of getting fat. That's like my ultimate fear. I'm too short, guys. I can't be fat out here for real.
That's good. What's your favorite track on Lemonade?
So many good tracks. This CD has been motivating me and getting me through a lot, but I really want to think that something that hits me really deep is the very first track, Pray You Catch Me, and I think it just tells, like, it's a great intro to like the entire CD. Like, it's like a great intro to like really what she's going to get into with the CD. I mean, I literally could go track by track and tell you exactly like how I feel about each one, but I think like that one is an excellent one because it just shows you like it's like in a little bit she wants to get caught like going through his stuff. She wants him to get caught cheating or lying or not being faithful or not being honest. And I think like that's kind of something that we all secretly want, like the truth. We want to discover the truth about every relationship. So I think that's like one of my favorite tracks.
So are you a part of the Beehive?
Not yet. I'm not. You're like, I'm a Kanye fan to the death.
Oh God.
I really can't cross over and be a Beehive member, but
Kanye
kudos.
loves Beyonce.
He does, and definitely like kudos to this album. Like her last album was amazing. I wasn't a fan for like a few albums, but like Beyonce definitely got me back on this one. Obsessed with this album for sure.
Thank you. So I decided to go last because I wanted to give a little breakdown of what it is that we're doing. So Angelique, Jelly, and myself met about a month ago. We met on a Sunday and we met up for one specific reason. We wanted to get together, discuss some goals, and figure out ways to achieve these goals. So we met at Angie's house. We wrote down some goals that could be reached within the week. We wrote down some goals that can be reached within a month, so on and so forth. After that, I know it was good for me because it's like that's the first time that I actually sat down and read my goals out loud. I write goals down all the time, but it was finally being said out loud, so it was like finally being put into fruition. So after that, we were really excited. We were in a group chat. We followed up with each other. We're like, hey, I got some friends who this can be really beneficial to them. So we invited Josh and Patty. They joined us the following week and they enjoyed it just as well as we did. So then we're like, okay, we're gonna make this an every Sunday thing where we link up for at least 2 hours, phones are off, and we're gonna start holding each other accountable for our actions. And if we're not achieving our goals, it's our own fault. So that's where we are now. I decided to record last weekend because I wanted to just see how, play back some of the information, have it for all of us to review. Like, okay, this week we talked about that. Last week we talked about this. Where are we today? So I recorded it. I looked up some footage. The footage is awesome. I'll actually make a video and play some of the footage later on down the line. But I asked the girls and guys 3 questions. The first question I asked was, what do you consider a real friend? I'm personally not going to go into detail about what I consider a real friend because I wrote a whole blog post on my page. Check it out, stophatingtobepretty.com. And I discussed what I consider a real friend. Second question I asked was, what are you afraid of? I asked that question specifically because I wanted to know what you were afraid of, why you were afraid of it, and just to put it out there, like, okay, maybe it's not that bad. It's not that bad at all. Like, it could be something little, because 90% of the time, our fears stop us from doing anything, and that can happen. And the third question I asked was, what's your favorite track on Beyonce's album? That's because at the time, Beyonce just dropped Lemonade, and we were all drunk on Lemonade. My favorite track on Lemonade is the visual. I don't even have a favorite track. I think the visual itself represented, like, for Black women or just women in general. Like, B took it to a whole nother level. I was so grateful for it. I'm grateful she put it out there for us as fans. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I promise to start blogging more. I promise to start writing more. I promise to just do more. Thank you so much for tuning in. Peace out.